Welcome to the Not Right News for Friday, January 13th, 2012. I'm going to start off with the first story out of Madison, Wisconsin. Mr. Jeffrey Drew Wilski, age 30, now known as Bezo Doo-Doo Zabbity Pop Pop Pop, was arrested on marijuana possession and drug paraphernalia charges. Really? I would have picked him a straight shooter. Turns out he's into smoking the weed. Who would have guessed? Another drug-related story is out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Mr. Christopher Patterson, age 25, appeared in court with what they're referring to as a crack sweatshirt, a crack jacket. Now, it wasn't made out of crack, which would have probably been about the same as what it was made out of. What it is on it is written on it. It says "Stack paper, say nothing," which basically means make your money, sell your drugs, don't say anything about it. But on the sweatshirt was pictures of baking soda, spoons, and open flames. Kind of a recipe to how to make crack. And that's not what you really, I think, what I would really think you would want to wear to court when you're fighting a cocaine distribution charge. And his lawyer, Mr. Joshua Rydell, didn't do anything or say anything to him about his attire. I would have thought your legal counsel would say, hey, we're trying to beat a cocaine distribution rap. Maybe you shouldn't wear that. I think showing up naked would have been just as effective. The next story involves a man raised in a city not too far from me, Rochester, New York. Mr. Anthony Lee Drumgoole, age 23, was arrested in Myrtle Beach for robbing the Carolina Forest Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant. Armed robbery. His Facebook page, this is where it gets kind of crazy. Mr. Drumgoole's Facebook page has him listed as a senior pastor since 2008. Of the Free From All Chains Outreach Ministry. So he became the senior pastor at the age of 18. I wonder really how much studying the scripture he really did, because I think there's something mentioned in the Bible about stealing. I think it's one of the Big Ten. Really. The next one is Other Coast, San Francisco, California. Assemblywoman Mary Hayashi was arrested for shoplifting at Neiman Marcus, $2,445 worth of goods. She blames it on a brain tumor. That's right, a brain tumor. It turns out Miss Hayashi's brain tumor was benign. She's been taken well to the treatments, and she is now able to make good decisions according to her doctor. I still am not so sure if the people of her district are going to re-elect her as an assemblywoman, but the doctor says she's okay. She's not going to make bad decisions anymore, so who knows best, right? Miss Hayashi received 3 years of probation for the offense. This was at her sentencing. 3 years of probation for the offense, and she has to stay 50 feet from the Neiman Marcus store. Good decision on that judge's part. At least somebody involved in this case is making a good decision. Washington police used a spike strip to stop the car of Miss Pamela Drosby because it speeds in excess of 100 miles an hour. She went 18 miles north in the southbound lane of the interstate. When they stopped the car, they charged her with DUI because she was drinking liquor and taking prescription drugs at this time. And I've said before, prescription drugs and liquor on their own are not good, but you put them together, it's a recipe for disaster. So, please, people, don't drink and drive, because then I'll have to talk about you on my show, and I don't want to have to do that. Because that's just ridiculous. So, that's the show for today. I'll be back next Friday with more news that's just not right. And because I don't talk about it doesn't mean it's not news, but if I do talk about it, there's something that's just not right. If you like it, repost it, share it with your friends. If you really like it, put it to your favorites, okay? I'll be back next week. Have a good weekend.